Hey, family. One of my friends just turned me on to something, and I want to report this. So and it makes sense. You're always talking about DEI and affirmative action was for black folks. Let me give you some let me give you some information on that. The number one recipient of DEI and affirmative action, which y'all think belong to black folks, the number one recipient, white women. And I want you to look up the U.S. Department of Labor so that you know I'm talking what I'm talking. Second one, Latino and Spanish Americans. Third, Native Americans. Fourth, individuals with disability. Five, veterans. Six, LGBTQ. Seven, white males CEO. And guess who the last one on that totem pole is? Wow, you guessed it. Door number one, black folks. See, DEI wasn't set up for us, and affirmative action wasn't set up for us. But that's the racism. That's what y'all thought. Let me repeat it again. Recipients of DEI, the number one on the list. Check Google Department, U.S. Department of Labor. Number one on the list, white women. Latinos and Spanish is two, Americans. Asian Americans is three. Individuals with disabilities are four. Veterans, people that serve this country, are number five. LGBTQ, number six. White males that become CEOs that had that DEI affirmative action behind them. And last on the list, as always, is us. So, like I said, y'all ran off all that racism for what? When the statistics show DEI and affirmative action wasn't set up for us, it was set up for white folks. White women, number one. See, that's what that equal rights did in '73. Don't get it twisted. I told you, when he talked about division, talking about DEI, it had nothing to do with us. It ain't never had nothing to do with us. Affirmative action. Everything that a black person have gotten, basically, they got off their education, their talents, and their fucking skills. I said that yesterday, and I'll say it again today. And statistics shows. So when you take away DEI, you might hurt me as an LGBTQ, but white women, y'all hurt yourself. That 64% or whatever the fuck that was that you voted for him, that included you. White males, that included you. That 64% of Native Americans that voted for Trump, that included you. For every Latino that voted for Trump, that included you. For every veteran that voted for Trump, that included you. LGBTQ, if you voted for me, included you. It never was about us. But they ran it and they made it try to seem like it was for the black. Yeah, DEI and affirmative action is for black folks. And no, the fuck it wasn't. Now, how educated are you now? How educated are you? I told you, everything a black person had to do in this country, we done fought for it every motherfucking inch of the fucking way. Ain't nobody give us shit. That's like what I say about them fucking holidays and shit. What's that supposed to do? Give us, y'all pat us on our head. Oh, we're going to give you a little holiday. We ain't give a fuck about that. Because, see, like I said, you can't change our mind or our spirit about King. You can't change our spirit about Black History Month or Black Music Month or Juneteenth. It's embedded in us. It's embedded in us. It's woven in the melanin of our skin. Reality a motherfucker, ain't it? Truth is a bitch. Truth a real bitch. It is. It's a motherfucker. And I love spreading it. I do. Because I just like people to know just how ignorant people are. How uneducated, how misinformed you are about what's really happening in this country. And then when somebody try to tell you, you don't want to believe it. But if you don't believe it, please go and pull up Google U.S. Labor, U.S. Department of Labor. It'll tell you, give you all the statistics what DEI stood for and who benefited from it. We was last on the totem pole as usual. But it's always the ones that's last that always seem to come up first, don't it? See, we come from the dirt, so we know how to scrape our way to the top. Some of us do, and then some of us in a barrel of crabs. They don't want nobody to get to the top, but then that's all races and all cultures. Because jealousy and envy is a motherfucker. But when you try to put all this on us and all, I'm sorry, we didn't benefit. And like I said, all you Asians who think you white, wasn't for DEI, baby, you wouldn't have the benefits that you wouldn't have the opportunities that you had in this country. Yeah, I'm just talking to y'all. Y'all wouldn't have the opportunities. You know? How y'all, some of y'all ain't even old enough. I remember when they came over here from Vietnam. They came over here just like the immigrants came from Mexico. So don't downgrade one fucking culture or one race of people or one group of people when you had other groups of people to do the same goddamn thing. And Vietnam War was over 50 years ago. How many of you think them came over here? Huh? From the time they started in the 50s to 73, 74, whatever that war ended, how many of y'all think came over here in them goddamn 20-some years? But you ain't crying about that. Y'all think y'all part of it? Y'all the ones gonna be out there picking fruit and shit. We ain't doing it no more. When they started gathering up these immigrants, but nobody's looking at the fact that farmers and cattlemen need them, and people that's building roads and all this shit need them, and landscapes. Motherfucker, if Latinos took one motherfucking day, fuck all the immigrant this ICE shit, one day, don't show up all across this country. I don't care if you're legal or not legal. Just the boycott a motherfucker. Don't go to work. See how many businesses open up that day. See how many businesses open up. See, especially if you're in a restaurant. See if that bitch open up. You ain't got no waiters, no dishwashers, no cooks, no prep. Because that's what they do. And they do it well. I worked at Olive Garden. Hell, you could count us on your hand. And the white folks. So if they went up there, if they decided to boycott that motherfucker, Olive Garden wouldn't open up tomorrow. Because there wouldn't be nobody in there to work. Y'all didn't think about that. So keep on deporting them. And when business starts shutting down, all you motherfuckers that voted for them can be prepared to work. Because somebody got to fill them spots in. All of us that voted for hers, we choose not to. Thank you very much. So in the meantime, between time, we're going to stay positive. We're going to stay focused. We're going to be the best people we know how to be. Keep our eyes and our ears open. Stay alert. Stay woke. And every time I get a chance, I'm going to tell you so. How about that?